kind of an impromptu video. Cheyenne was inside and I was out back flying, and I do a ton of reviews, but what do I actually fly when I have free time? Stuff like this. Guys, if you've seen my shorts, you know that flat foam is my all-time favorite besides the setup. So these come as ARFs. I was fortunate enough to get this one. It's a little beat up, but I got it from the Lebanon swap meet for 80 bucks, and it's been one of my regular flyers. Now, if you are fortunate enough to find one of these at a swap meet for a price like that, 100% pick it up, and you're going to see once I'm flying it why I like it so much. They're very like flimsy yet durable. You could crash these things. They're easy to fix. A little hot glue, a little foam tack, whatever you guys use, back together. Now this one right here, 1800 kV motor, and it's got a, what is that, a 6-blade? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-blade prop, which is kind of cool, right? I've never seen that before. Little tiny Emax servos, and it's a little receiver right here. Like I said, I bought it just the way you see it. Now, I think the guy that I bought it from, you know, maybe he'll be watching this video. I think he said he was running 800 milliamp batteries. Me, I'm only running a 300 milliamp battery, if I could find it. It's in my pocket. I run these little 300 milliamp 3S by Spectrums. And honestly, the CG is perfect. So I think if he was running the 800, it might have been a little nose heavy. And I like flying this thing, you know, CG kind of perfect. It might be tailing on the end of tail heavy, but it's like a high alpha monster. Now, flat foamies to me, guys, the ultimate backyard planes. Multiplex is phenomenal at that. Again, if you see my shorts, you guys know that I fly the J10, the J10, this one, but also the Multiplex Challenger. Now, Multiplex is a German company, so if you guys are going to be over here asking me where to buy these in the U.S., I really don't have an answer to you. I mean, I'll look for you, and if I did find somewhere to buy them, then I'll leave that link down in the description, but I'm not all that optimistic that I'll be able to find one of these for you. Now, I'm just throwing the camera on my chest because I want you to see what my hands do, see how easy this thing is to fly. Guys, light hand toss, this thing gets in the air beautifully. Like I said, I was flying it, Cheyenne was inside, and I said, you know what? Maybe the people on YouTube will enjoy this thing as much as me. Now, you're going to see, this is a big rudder flyer. You need a lot of rudder to fly this thing. So, light hand toss, light on the power, and man, just look how crisp it is. Now, these are the planes that they fly a lot in like gymnasiums and stuff, but on a nice calm night like we have right now, it is the ultimate backyard jet. I mean, I'm light elevator, like very light elevator, as you see on the screen there. Oh, you know, I looked down at my camera on my chest to make sure that I was recording. And, yeah, we hit the ground. Back up. Now, guys, just really slow flying planes. But, again, plenty of power. Now, I'm going to show you guys that in a second. I just want to walk back over to the patio. And I'll show you the power it has on 3S. So it's not going to be one of those ones that you're like really bored with, because if you do want to fly, you know, a little more on the power, you can definitely do that. But for me, man, when I bring these out, I really practice my slow flight, practice that rudder control. Now, let me bring it back into a high alpha. The one thing I do notice, the higher the high alpha you go, the more you get that wing rock tendency. So I think this would favor a gyro, like if this is the attitude you want to fly in permanently. But just watch my left hand, you know, I'm really not using aileron at all. And when I want to turn, I just use the rudder. Now you can fly it fast, nice and low as well. Guys, just like one of the most fun planes I've had. Again, the Multiplex Challenger, I think probably, which is that yellow biplane, it's probably my all-time favorite profile plane. But this is coming in a close second. Now this one you have to use, like I said, a lot of rudder, but you can't really hover it. So when you go too far past that point, it doesn't go back forward. So I'm having like a little bit of a hard time hovering, but again, I'm not the best 3D pilot, and if you guys are watching this, you know that already. But man, just a cool little plane. Like I said, 80 bucks. I think it was a steal of a plane because of where I fly. You know, you guys that strictly fly at a big field or something and don't have a yard like this to fly in, it's probably not going to be your ideal style plane. But if you do have a small space to fly, I think you would definitely benefit from something like this. And I find myself like, you know, when I used to fly, I learned with safe, so I had a hard time transitioning into using that rudder. And this plane really teaches you, man, you got to move that left finger. Now you can loop it in a small space too, which is pretty cool. You know, you don't see a jet doing that And I know, you know, some of you guys in the comments are going to come at me about calling this a jet because, you know, obviously it doesn't have an EDF or a turbine, but it's a J10, right? And what is the J10 in real life? It's a jet, guys. So come on, I'm calling this an RC jet. That's what it is to me. Now it'd be really cool, right, if those canards worked. Would add some weight, but I mean, you could counteract that with some tail weight. So maybe that'll be a project we do in the future. But anytime I'm at a swap meet, you guys hear me say, like, when I go to swap meets, this is the style stuff that I look for. I'm like a big believer in these backyard flyers for comm nights like this. I just don't want to set them up. And you know, a lot of you guys like building planes, and to each their own, right? Like, you know, if you're an assembler or a builder or something like that, then man, more respect to you. I would love to pay you guys to set my planes up. I'd much rather spend my time flying than assembling, but that's just me, man. Everybody has their preference. Now let's see how slow we could actually make this thing go. Dude, look at that. Come on. Now I showed you guys me landing in the grass. Option 2, let's see. Quick hand catch. And we'll launch it inverted. Now this one's a little tricky with the knife edging. I haven't quite figured that out yet because the rudder is super sensitive. But I mean, if you're a good pilot, definitely can do it. Now, if you guys have one of these, let me know in the comments, man. Do you fly it in your backyard, or is it strictly a gymnasium flying plane for you? I love the way it sounds too. It has like a nice screech, but you know, it is a pusher prop. Pusher props are known for that. Now, I don't know how it looks on the camera, but depth perception, it probably looks like I'm gonna smack into the trees a lot, but I mean, I'm pretty much in control of this thing at all times. Now, Cheyenne is walking on the runway. What do you want me to do? You want me to circle you? Guys, this plane has ended up in my trees more times than I can count. Like I said, man, you pull it out, if something breaks a little bit of hot glue, they're extremely durable. And man, yeah, this is what I like flying, man. When I'm not doing these reviews for these companies on new planes that are coming out, like my all-time favorite, bringing out a nice profile plane, buzzing around the backyard, cigar in my mouth, hanging out. It's just so peaceful, you know, so easy, so stress-free. You know, I own this plane for the big price of 80 bucks. Something happens to it, it's not the end of the world. And yeah, that's what I like to do. You get good flight times too on this little 300, man. The way I fly, I'll probably get 6 minutes on this little battery, believe it or not. And you know, at 6 minutes, I'll probably, so there's my 5-minute timer. At 6 minutes, I'd probably be at like 3.45, 3.5 volts per cell. But I mean, you know, for me, even if I damage one of these little batteries, it's like, you know, these batteries are probably 10 bucks a piece or something like that. I haven't bought one in a while, but that's the price of them. Nothing better right here. Like I said, man, she was inside doing some work. I was outside buzzing the yard, and I was like, you know what? YouTube might enjoy this as much as I am, so why not just put a video out for you guys? See if you like the profile planes, because if you do, I'll start breaking out the other ones. The Challenger, I still never made a full long-form video on. The Twisted, what is it, the Crack Yak Twisted Hobbies, I never made a long-form on. And I have the Nightlight kit for the Twisted Hobbies. In my opinion, though, these Multiplex are definitely better than the Twisted Hobbies. They're lighter, they just fly better. Like I said, man, just harder to get. And there it is. My battery is dead. There you have it, 5 minutes and 10 seconds. My battery is dead, so that means it's 3.3 volts. But I had a blast flying this. That was my third flight, even though I only filmed it once for YouTube. And I have one more battery, so I'm going to be flying it again after I end this video. Guys, I really do enjoy these. And like I said, if you ever see one of these at a swap meet, or if you're an assembler and you do want to just grab one to build, I definitely recommend it. Like I said, I don't know where to get them, but you know, I will look, and if I find a link, I'll leave it down below. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching. Till next time.